talk a bit about sects, and we take Jonestown as an example. And our question is, how is it possible that reasonable people they took their life when asked by kind of raving lunatic at the time, Jones, and a second question, can this ever happen again?
Very often you see that religions originate in times of upheaval and where nothing seems to be just, there seems to be no justice. That's when people actually turn to religion. And because, of course, very often there's a promise that in the end you will be rewarded, sometimes even after death, etc. But that sense and that need of justice is really something that, especially if you look at it from a philosophical point of view, is really interesting. That apparently the very profound need that we have for justice sort of sparks our interest in religion, basically. Okay.
Yeah?
That's the point, sure.
Okay. This is team teaching, then we both want to talk.
Yeah, it's like a boxing match sometimes.
Yeah, the leaders. This is Weber. He's a sociologist, and he's not a leader as the others. This is Jones. We are talking about the People's Temple. I will come to that. What leaders like these, Mugabe, Mao Zedong, Hitler could be there. Do they voice a sense of wrong? That's what you stated already. They articulate what is wrong, what is unjust, and that is felt by more people. So one person speaks up, and others think, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, that's exactly how I vaguely felt.
I just want to comment that I think although there's more information out there, I don't think that's making the issue less complicated. It complicates the issue more because people who aren't intelligent or have a hard time are being bombarded by facts, and we don't even know. People like us who are at university and are supposed to be smart, it's already hard for us to discern what is true and what is not true.
I actually didn't say it was impossible. I was just saying it was getting increasingly difficult.
Right.
And I know there are a lot of sects still, and it's still hard to know what's true and what's not. But I believe it's getting more difficult because there's a lot of criticism from everywhere.
Right. But as the criticism increases, also the complexity increases, and that's the big
exactly,
problem.
But it's still going to be difficult.
I do realize your point that having the internet doesn't necessarily make things easier. It makes them harder because you have to make up your mind. There's so much information, and then the tendency or the temptation to sort of make everything simple becomes very hard. And even sects have found the way to the internet, of course. That's how they recruit very often. So, but. Well, I guess you're both in your ways. You both have a point. So I guess it's the point is just to remain aware of that. I guess.
Okay, that was it.
Concluding remarks?
No concluding remarks, except that even if we think, well, we are intelligent, and let's presume we are, I feel that we are more vulnerable to all kinds of things than you might think. So if you take away your certainty and you have nothing, and people turn away from you, and there's a group that says, come to us, well, I'm not so sure about myself. Sure. Let's say that. Okay, let's leave it at that.
Thanks very much.